the animal that could help humans colonize Mars, scientists reveal. Sputnik News reports, sci-fi movies taught us that space colonists bounce from one planet to another wearing massive exoskeletons or stylish spacesuits with lots of interesting features, and that as a rule that these colonists are devilishly beautiful. But it turns out that these things could help us stay alive in space is actually a tiny creature. Humans could survive radiation on the surface of Mars by adding, are you kidding me, small amounts of DNA from tardigrades, also known as water bears. This is what Chris Mason, a geneticist and associate professor of physiology and biophysics at Weill Cornell University. This is astonishingly very, I don't know what they're getting at, really. What is the big thing that we have to change our DNAs in order to, we still can't live on Mars. There's too much radiation. There's no water, no food, no nothing. Anyway, going on with this, one of the main concerns with space travel is exposure to radiation. These short and plump creatures are known for their unique survival abilities, allowing them to stay alive, withstanding harsh radiation, extreme temperatures, both minus and plus, and survive without food and water. Well, then how do they live? Anyway, the team of scientists from the National Institute of Polar Research recently brought back to life a tardigrade that was frozen for 30 years. The water bear was stored at a temperature of minus 30 degrees, that's minus 4 degrees Fahrenheit. But not only did the scientists manage to thaw the tardigrade, they also brought back to life its eggs. The baby that hatched from it successfully produced offspring of its own. Now, what are they getting at here? You can imagine. Chris Mason said he doesn't have any plans of creating hybrid astronauts in the next 1 or 2 decades. He says if we have another 20 years of pure discovery, mapping, and functional validation of what we think we know, maybe by 20 years from now, I'm hoping we could be at the stage where we would be able to say we can make a human that could be better surviving on Mars. This is what he told Live Science. The geneticist stressed that only by editing genes could humans be able to live in a different environment. He said it's not if we evolve, it's when we evolve. Mason added that everyone may benefit from studies on gene editing. If humans have tardigrade's ability to withstand radiation, it would help cancer patients to endure radiation and chemotherapy with less side effects. What can I tell you? Please give me comments. Tell me what you think. This is ridiculous. I mean, trying to colonize a planet that you can't live on anyway. This is what the Nobel Prize winner stated after he won the prize. He said, what is the good of going to Mars? We can never colonize it anyway. Anyway, I'll leave links below for you for this. There's an embedded video on a tardigrade. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.